It was supposed to be a simple Sunday dinner out. Jackie was on an early morning flight and would miss my 33rd birthday on Wednesday. She hired a nanny, a teenager named Sarah, who lived a few doors down, and it was Jackie who found a small bistro near the college campus for my birthday dinner. We had just been served our post-dinner drinks when a small group of ladies followed a man into the bistro. He was wearing a black leather ascot ivy driving cap and had a skinny salt and pepper mid-back ponytail and a matching beard. Under his left arm, he had a box of books. One of the ladies in the group gave us a small wave. "Who is this?" I asked it. "Amanda. She was one of my bridesmaids. I wonder what she's doing here." "I can't believe you don't remember her." "Darling, I only look at you." I grinned at Jackie. "What nonsense. I'm going to go see what's going on." So I sat there, sipping my drink while Jackie cooled down. 5 minutes passed, then 5 more before I headed towards where they had gathered. Jackie didn't notice my presence. The registration sheet said that this was Pierre Lacroix, the author of romance novels. As it turns out, one of Jackie's favorites. She signed up for the fan email list. I didn't, but I noticed that Jackie was using a different email address, new to me anyway. This seemed strange to me. This dude turned on his charm. All the ladies were graceful flowers or beautiful petals. It was enough to make me throw up. Jackie became my gray-eyed butterfly. My eyes couldn't roll back any harder. Since I was not interested and we needed to return home with the nanny, I silently approached Jackie, pulling Jackie's forearm. "It's time to go. We promised Sarah that we would be home by 8. You go. I enjoy communication. We came as a couple. We leave as a couple." With a backhand movement of the hand, as if letting go of a servant, "Just go away. I'll catch a ride and go home. You know, I'm a self-sufficient grown-up girl. Give Sarah a $10 tip. There will be hell to pay for this." As I made my way to the exit, I turned around and saw that the crowd was imitating Jackie's movement, waving and giggling. Jackie was the center of attention. Well, if Jackie is a self-sufficient woman, then I can handle children for a week. We promised them a trip to Orlando, and now it's time to make that dream a reality. As soon as the fire in my eyes was extinguished, I pulled over and made 3 orders for Orlando. The children and I were going on vacation. Calling ahead, I asked Sarah to make sure the kids packed their rolling suitcases with enough clothes for the week. Stopping at the ATM, I withdrew my daily limit. After making sure Sarah had made it home safely, a half-dozen doors down the street, I loaded our suitcases into our SUV. Having secured both children, I walked around the house one last time. On the main level, we have 3 doors leading out of the house. Upstairs, we have a terrace outside of our upstairs master bedroom. After latching the 3 doors shut, I turned off all the lights and made my way through the darkness into our master bedroom. I locked the bedroom door to the patio behind me. As I slid down the support beam, I ended up breaking the trellis that was supporting the clematis vines. It was impossible to enter the house except by breaking a window or door. Jackie should understand this, but maybe I'm wrong. The children surrounded me, trying to understand where we were going and why Mom wasn't with us. I confiscated the kids' phones. Once in the landing zone, I turned off the GPS functions on my and my children's gadgets and then immediately turned them off. We landed around midnight but settled into our room until 2 a.m. They were both on edge, but the hot chocolate made them snore quickly. We hosted several independent entertainment events in Kissimmee on Monday. The kids were tired and overexcited by the time we got back to our room. That's when I finally turned on my cell phone. Jackie's first voicemail came in at 11:48 p.m. on Sunday night. This autograph book must have been really popular. "Riley, open the damn door. I know you're there." The tone of the next few messages became completely nasty. The message at 12:38 p.m. made me chuckle. "Mr. Parsons, this is Officer Riggins. Your wife made a scene outside your house. Please come to the door and talk to me. Or you can call me back on this number." I didn't delete anything, just in case I wanted to call the good officer back. At 2:02 a.m., "You fucking asshole. The police just told me to find another place to stay. I need my laptop and presentation materials. Open the fucking door now, or I swear I will charge everything from you in the divorce. Wow. If she doesn't calm down, she'll have a stroke. For a self-sufficient adult girl, she's definitely worried. I had at least a dozen calls to listen to, as well as more text messages than I could count. That's when my phone started buzzing. It was Jackie. My first reaction was too hasty, but maybe I should let her know that the kids are okay. The more I thought about her words, the more I realized that I did not know this woman. Divorce. I called the credit card companies and reported that our joint cards were missing. The resort has an ATM in the business center, so I snuck out for a few minutes and withdrew my daily maximum in cash. Jackie's parents left a polite message, so I wrote to them that the kids and I were on vacation and having a great time without Jackie. Just as I was about to listen to Jackie's messages on Monday, it turned out that her work-related trip had been an ugly disaster and that it was all my fault. She mentioned divorce again. It bothered me, but I was exhausted, so I didn't lose any sleep over it. On Tuesday, we bought 3-day passes to Disneyland. I thought very little about Jackie. On Thursday morning, my ATM card no longer worked. This was getting interesting. However, with my AEX work card and a few days of cash withdrawals, the kids and I had enough resources to get home. By Sunday evening, we were ready to head home. My oldest said something that shocked me. "It was really fun, Dad, especially without Mom. I don't think she likes us anymore. She must be under a lot of pressure at work, son," was all I could think of at the time. We found the house empty when we arrived on Monday afternoon. I don't know how, but the latch on the front door was no longer locked. Jackie found a way to get inside. Upon further inspection, it was discovered that the latch on the rear door had been torn off. The kids were exhausted, so I sent them off to take a nap while I unloaded the SUV. At this time, a flower delivery truck stopped in front of our house. The young lady handed me the vase, muttering something about having a nice day. The card was addressed to Jackie. "I forgot to thank you for warning me that Pierre was signing books. It's a pity that it ended at 9. I got really into it. We need to have lunch or dinner sometime. Amanda." It took a few minutes for it to sink in. Jackie didn't call until almost midnight. After a few minutes, I realized that Jackie was planning to meet Pierre, and that's why we went to that bistro. This made my next decision easier. As soon as Jackie returned home, I left for another 2 weeks. It's her turn to take care of the children. Since I work from home, I am their primary caregiver. Jackie will have a hard time coping. I packed the SUV with my valuables, clothes, and work-related items. I also collected all of Jackie's romance novels. I'll look for clues in them later. When I logged into my bank's website, I discovered that our checking and savings accounts were frozen. At least the money was still there. I discovered that our brokerage accounts were unlocked and changed them immediately. I quickly hugged and kissed the children. I told them I was on a 2-week business trip. Jackie's eyes focused on me. I smiled, which angered her even more. "I would love to stay, but I have a 2-week business trip. Your children. Bye, guys." And I flew out the door. "Come back here. You can't do this. I have my own business trip on Wednesday." I didn't quite catch Jackie's entire tirade. After parking the SUV at the airport, I took the bus back to the city. My days were spent working at the company and learning about divorce laws in our state. At best, I could expect every other weekend and all other major holidays. Holidays will alternate each year, Christmas one year, Thanksgiving the next. Maintenance. Isn't that a friendly word? Probably went against me a little since I was making more money. Child support was calculated. I certainly understand why some people thought it was cheaper to leave it alone. Calls and messages have largely dried up. Looks like Jackie has decided on a strategy. If you dig enough, you can find out anything you want. I found out that Jackie actually filed for divorce. It was just a matter of time before I was served. The game is changing. I made an appointment with a divorce lawyer who handled paternity custody issues. I wanted kids and would do almost anything to have them, even though my research told me I was screwed. Staring at the ceiling of my hotel, I decided to look through Jackie's romance novels. 3 of Lacroix's novels were signed by Pierre, including one on the night of my gala dinner. I researched where Lacroix signed books to determine where Jackie traveled. Was it an affair or just some strange hobby. I just love the video feature on mobile phones. The processing server sent a 1-minute video showing the moment Jackie was served. The divorce papers were served at work in the presence of her colleagues. To say she lost her cool is not enough to do her performance justice. The ranting and raving eventually caught the attention of the manager, who sent her home. As soon as I surfaced, I was handed Jackie's divorce papers. Let the games begin. The first rounds were predictable. I could spend every other weekend with the kids. It was obvious that Jackie was already poisoning their minds. How is it that a loving couple, if we were like that, can go off the rails so easily? About 2 months later, the divorce was put on hold after Jackie was arrested for assault. Apparently, she made a big scene at the book signing event. I was in the gallery when her case was heard by the jury. The prosecutor was cruel. He presented individual emails, reading each one out loud. Jackie's moans of anguish became louder every time. From PIERRE from lit.com, my sweet gray-eyed butterfly. Please don't be angry with your friend, but I couldn't hold it in any longer. Can I call you Jackie? I really enjoyed our time together that Sunday evening. Please use this email address that I created especially for us. My press secretary answers fan emails. With love, Pierre. Pierre, just like I told you that night, what we did was a big mistake, which I should never have done. I need to forget this ever happened. Jackie. From PIERRE from lit.com. Jackie, how can you forget that night? I know you felt it too. We were meant to be together. But if you would only use me, then I understand. But the look in your eyes that night told me the opposite. I love you, Pierre. Pierre, I didn't use you. Yes, I really felt something and still feel it. It just caused a major rift in my marriage. What we did was wrong. Yours, Jackie. Each letter attracted more and more laughter from the gallery. The prosecutor presented several more. From PIERRE to lit.com 5 days later. My sweet gray-eyed butterfly, if what we did was wrong, then I never want to be right again. I feel dizzy just thinking about how our bodies merged together. Please just be mine. I love you, Pierre. Pierre, maybe I'll come to the next autograph session. I may not promise anything, but I get excited thinking about it. Your gray-eyed butterfly. The laughter and snorting made Jackie turn beet red. From PIERRE at lit.com. It was never my intention to interfere in your marriage, but sometimes love turns a blind eye when soulmates finally meet. What's going on with your marriage, my love? My asshole husband took our kids on a week-long vacation to Orlando and then left me alone with them for 2 more weeks. At first, I was planning to file for divorce just to get his attention, but now I feel like I have to go through with it. And so, even before he was served, he filed for divorce and is petitioning the court for full custody. This scoundrel, undoubtedly, the court will side with you. My lawyer is worried. Riley has documented my lack of involvement in parenting over the past year. Damn it, I have a very responsible job, and he works from home. Let him keep these children for himself. I want you to have my children. Pierre, it's so sweet, but I love my children. You can love our children, and if he wins custody, you'll have limited visitation. Think about it. The sooner we get together, the sooner we can start a family. I'll think about it, love. There was an uproar in the gallery, with many condemning Jackie for her willingness to even consider abandoning her children. A few blows of the gavel, and the judge restored order. After a few more love messages were read out loud, they got to the main point. From PIERRE at lit.com, Jackie, great news. I'll be signing books in Elliott, 80 miles away. My new book is about our love. I will have a special copy for you. Please tell me you'll come. My heart beats so hard in hopes that you will not only come, but stay with me for the night, or perhaps forever. I love you, Pierre. My dear Pierre, yes, yes, and yes again. My divorce is currently in process. Now we live separately, and more I allow him to keep the children with him. You and our children will be the center of my love. Yours forever, love, Jackie. This caused Jackie to moan and sob and laugh from the audience. Many people knew what happened at the book signing, as soon as the order returned to court. Your Honor, I would like to present the police report regarding Mrs. Jackie Parsons. At about 4:15, Mrs. Jackie Parsons made her way to the front of the line. Mr. Stanley Crowd, who played Mr. Lacroix, recoiled when she tried to hug and kiss him. Mrs. Parsons wouldn't take no for an answer. She became aggressive. Security was called to escort Mrs. Parsons. She shouted that she and Pierre were soulmates and would soon get married. At this point, Mrs. Crowd introduced herself and warned her in no uncertain terms to stay away from her husband. Mrs. Parsons broke away from the guard and attacked Mr. and Mrs. Crowd. She was arrested for these attacks. One more point, Your Honor. Police were able to determine that the PIERRE.lit.com email account was created using Mrs. Parsons' home Wi-Fi. The prosecution would like to call Mr. Stanley Crowd to the stand. After formalities, do you use the PIERRE email address at lit.com? No, sir. I've never heard of it. Did you sign books at Elliott? Yes, sir. It was my turn to be Pierre. Being Pierre, do you mean you acted as if you were Pierre Lacroix? Right. There is no Pierre Lacroix. The four of us take turns pretending to be Pierre. The book signing schedule is too busy for one person. If Pierre is not there, then who writes the books? Constantly changing composition of piece workers. Mostly college students making some money. Have you ever met Jackie Parsons? Not until she attacked me. Were you the Pierre who signed books in University Park? No, it was Jack Quigley. There are no further questions, Your Honor. The sound of Jackie's sobs echoed throughout the courtroom. From that point on, the case against Jackie Parsons moved forward quickly. She was found guilty. At sentencing, she was ordered to perform 200 hours of community service and 2 years of probation. For Jackie, the worst part was how it affected her custody battle. She insisted that I was the one sending the emails. Without any evidence, this portrayed Jackie as unstable and demented. The divorce court agreed. Now Jackie is scheduled to attend 2 weekends a month and alternate holidays. She is the one who pays child support. Looks like someone broke her spirit. Being a truly kind-hearted person, every time a new romance novel by Pierre Lacroix comes out, I ask someone to sign it. To my gray-eyed butterfly, love Pierre. Then send it to Jackie in her office. God, how this woman can use foul language. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.